Okay, now check the answer to homework question. See, master problem question number 1. First point, read. See, it's a big question, be quicker. Basic salary 22,000 per month after deduction of PF contribution and profession tax. Tell me, after deduction means what? It is net amount. And whenever basic salary is net, you have to gross up. And how to gross up? Whatever items are deducted from his basic salary, you will add back. And you will make it gross. So see what you will do. 22,000 per month plus 4,000 per month plus 200 per month. That will give you gross basic. And see, accordingly, your answer will be this way, this much. 3,14,400. Getting? Keep checking one by one. Huh? And wherever you are making mistake, mark those points. See, 2-3 points are totally new only. Huh? There, most of the students will be wrong. But in short, wherever you are making mistake, mark those points. So that you have got very less time also on exam day. Do only those points on exam day. So basic salary done. Then DA entering into retirement benefits. Entering into retirement benefits means in terms. So it will be taxable. 6,000 into 12. That comes to 72,000. Then what about free lunch in office canteen? Exempt up to 50 per meal. So first in the inner column 75 into 250 days. Okay. And then less exempt. How much? 50 per meal. Check the answer. So it should be like this. Free lunch. Getting right? Okay. Then employer's contribution to RPF. This is employers, employees contribution we ignore, na? This is employers contribution, okay? So employers contribution exempt up to 12% of basic plus DA plus turnover commission. So see, first you will write in the inner column, employers contribution 72,000 and then less exempt up to 12% of 3,14,400, DA in terms 72,000 and turnover commission is not there. So that comes to 46,368. Balance will be in the outer column. Okay. Getting? Then interest credited to RPF 10%. This is exempt up to 9.5 cross multiply. So 9.5 cross multiply, that will give you 76,000. Getting? Then telephone allowance. This is allowance. And whenever there is allowance, you have to search in TC Hut, TC Udhar. And this is not in TC Hut, TC Udhar, so it will be taxable. Then they have given amount spent. It is given for confusion. Amount spent we want in TC Udhar and not here. This is not TC Udhar allowance. So this will be fully taxable. Amount spent is for confusion. Then interest-free loan for the treatment of specified disease. If the treatment is for specified disease, for that you have taken the loan, it will be fully exempt. See, if the loan is not for specified disease, then we have to see the size of the loan. Up to 20,000, interest benefit exempt. About 20,000, you will calculate loan amount into SBI rate minus actual rate. But here it is for specified disease, fully exempt. So in the outer column, dash. Then entertainment allowance. Again, this is allowance. So what is the treatment of this? If government employee, then up also, down also, up also, down also. But he is not government employee, so only up. So it will come up in the statement, but at the bottom of the statement it will not come. So how much? 6,000 per month, so into 12, 72,000. Now children hostel allowance. Do you remember one day I told you for education and hostel allowance, there is a particular method of presentation. Dash per month per child into dash months into dash children, and then less exempt under section 1014, same dash per month per child into dash months into dash children. That way you should have presented. So see, it comes like this. First children education allowance, dash per month per child into dash months into dash children, and see in the question they have given 6,000. So how to convert it into per month per child? Divided by children, it will become per child. Divided by months, it will become per month per child. Means you have to do reverse working. 6,000 was given in the question, so divided by 4 and then divided by 12 months. So if you divide by 4, divide by 12, you will get per month per child. And you know why I am struggling to find per month per child? Because the exemption limit is like that only, 300 per month per child. So I want to see what is the exact amount in the question. Because the rule is, if the amount is less, it is fully exempt. But if the amount is big, then up to 300 will be exempt. So you should know now first in the question what is the per month per child. So that you can work by reverse working. Means 6,000 divided by 4 divided by 12. That comes to how much? 125 per month per child. And what is the rule for exemption for children hostel? Maximum 300. So it is less here. And if it is less, take less only. But children, there are 4. But limit is maximum 2. So you will take only 2 children. So this should be the answer. 6,000 minus 3,000, outer column 3,000. Then next in the question was free use of car for partly office, partly private. Okay. So in car there are 4 possibilities. This is which one? 4th case. Partly, okay. And even in partly, further there are 4 cases. Okay. So see, what were the 4 cases? Car owned by employee, owned by employer. Expense paid by employee, paid by employer, paid by employee, paid by employer. So check it is which case. Firstly, the moment they write free use of car, so it is car owned by employer. Now regarding expenses, it is written paid by employee. And paid by employee means which amount? 600 and 900. But you will take 600 or 900? 600. Engine capacity is not given, so you will take 600 per month. Regarding driver, yes, driver is also provided by the employer. So you will add a 900. So basic amount 600 plus 900 because you are also getting driver. So it will become 1,500. Multiply by 12. How much? 18,000. So see, this way you have to show. Free use of car, 18,000. Partly office, partly private use. Okay. Then next is free club facility. Now free club facility, this we have not discussed in come light. And anything which I haven't discussed in come light, it is taxable. So it will be taxable. What about free refreshments? This I discussed. It is completely exempt, fully exempt, free refreshments. So amount column dash. Scholarship, fully exempt under section 1016. Under section 1016 it is fully exempt. So amount column it will be dash, or you can put it in an inner column and then minus. That is also okay, or you can also put directly dash. But if you are putting directly dash, you should write exempt under section 1016. See how I have written here. Exempt under section 1016, scholarship. Amount column it is dash. Then medical bills paid by employer. Now see, whenever medical, you have to check the patient first. If the patient is eligible, then only go into the chart. So who is the patient? Employee himself. Nothing is given, means it is for employee's own treatment. So we have to go into the chart. Now it is in India or outside India? In India. In that, is it C grade or others? C grade. So it will be exempt, fully exempt, because it is COVID treatment. Then amount column it will be dash, dash. Then free use of laptop. This is use of movable asset. And in use of movable asset, what did I say? Use of laptop fully exempt. Amount column it will be dash. See, keep checking, Free use of laptop, dash. Then next point is, he was allotted 4,000 sweat equity shares. This is nothing but ESOPs, employee stock option scheme. So whether they write sweat equity shares, employee stock option scheme, whenever company allots shares to the employee at a lower price, that benefit is taxable. It was discussed in come. So difference 85 into 1000 shares, sorry, 4000 shares. So 85 into 4000 shares, that comes to 3,40,000 fully taxable. So 3,40,000 sweat equity shares. Then free use of credit card, taxable. Outer column 23,000. Commutation allowance, this is allowance. So commutation allowance is exempt only for handicapped assessee. Is he handicapped? No, so fully taxable. Fully taxable. Then what about tribal area allowance? Inner column 900 into 12, 10,800. Less exempt under section 1014, 200 per month. So into 12, 2,400. All this was simple. You did or not? Then free use of accommodation in a city having population. This I will not read now. Always keep house valuation at the end. So this we will keep it at the end only, okay? Then gift of rupees 12,000 from his employer. Gift is exempt only if it is in kind. But here it is kind or money? Money. They are writing gift of rupees 12,000. Rupees means it is money. So it will be fully taxable. Then leave travel assistance for himself, wife and independent sister. See, in leave travel, who is allowed for exemption? Employee, spouse, children. Dependent, parents, brother, sister. So parents, brother, sister should be dependent. And here it is independent, so not allowed. But while writing in the inner column, write the full amount. Then while deducting the exemption, you will keep in mind independent sister not allowed. So first in the inner column you will write what? 40,000 per head. How many people went for journey? 3. Okay, now it's fine. Okay. So leave travel assistance for himself, wife and independent sister. So 3 people. So 40,000 into 3. Inner column 1,20,000. Less exempt under section 10(5). Okay. And now what is the rule? Go as per the chart. Check, is the journey by air or other mode? So is it air or other mode? Other mode. How do you know? He has spent on journey by car. So it is not air, it's other mode. And in other mode, our first priority is first class AC rail fare. Are you noticing? I am not going as per the sum. I am going as per my system. So first class AC rail fare. If that is there, take that only. And that's there in the question. See, first class AC rail fare is given. And they have also given recognized public transport, but that is my second choice. If first class AC rail fare is available, take that only. So I will take this first class AC rail fare, 21,000 per head into how many people? 2. But compare with amount spent also. What is the rule? Standard fare or amount spent, whichever is less. And what is the amount spent? 25,000 per head. So into 2. So see, the solution will look like this. First in the inner column 1,20,000, correct? Then less exempt under section 10(5). Have you written the section 10(5)? In that first class AC rail fare 21,000 into 2 persons. Amount spent 25,000 into 2 person, whichever is less 42,000. Outer column 78,000, correct? The employer sold a digital camera. Sold means, is it given for use or transfer? It's transfer a movable asset. Okay, and it was sold to employee on 9th June 24. See, 9th June 24 is the date of sale. And when did employer purchase that? 22nd September 2020. So we will have to calculate WDV right from 22nd September 2020. And we will see all the years cut to cut, date to date. Okay. And what method of depreciation will follow? Straight line. 10% straight line. Because if it is computer laptop, then 50% WDV method. Car, 20% WDV method. But this is other asset, 10% straight line method. So see, check the working of this. Depreciation will start from 22nd September 2020, correct? So your first year is 2021. Then second year is 21-22. Third year is 22-23. And the fourth year is incomplete. Because actually fourth year is what see. 22nd September 23 to 21st September 24. And in between the sale took place. When did the sale take place? 9th June 24. So it's coming in the middle of this year, no? So this year you will have to ignore. That's why see I have taken only 2021, 21, 22 and 22, 23. Only 3 years will be considered. Okay. Are you able to get this answer or not? Only 3 years, because 4th year is not complete. It is incomplete. Okay. And every year 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 because it is straight line method. So this is your WDV. Now this is the WDV, but for which you have to pay only 4,000. So there is a benefit of 66,000. Understand the meaning also. The camera has a value of 70,000, but boss is charging only 4,000. So there is the benefit of 66,000. So this will be taxable. So 66,000 here. Next point. Free use of electricity at his residence. This is a perquisite which I didn't discuss in Come Light. Anything which I didn't discuss is taxable. Then read the next 3 points together. In all points it's written what paid by employer, paid by employer, paid by employer. And paid by employer means all are perquisites. Now see, first, life insurance premium paid by employer. Was it discussed by me in Come Light? No. So taxable. Then tell me about Mediclaim insurance. Mediclaim insurance premium paid by employer I had discussed. Below the chart of medical facility I had given one statement that Mediclaim premium paid by employer is fully exempt. But now this is a good point. Accident insurance premium paid by employer. See, generally what my student will do, sir has not taught this, and whatever sir has not taught us, it will be taxable. But wait, this is a new point. Accident insurance premium, if your company is paying, it is fully exempt. Reason, understand the reason first. Because see, it looks like it's your insurance, it's a benefit for you, but actually company is trying to cover its own liability. See, for example, you are my workers, you work in my factory, and in case there is an accident in the factory, don't you think it is the responsibility of the employer to compensate you? See, you are working in my premises, in my factory, and if there is some mishap, if there is some accident, as a boss, it is my duty to compensate you. And in order to secure my liability, I have taken your insurance. In what tension? In case my employees meet an accident, I will have to give them money, so it's better I take insurance. So I have taken insurance for my security, so that I can cover up my liability towards my staff. It looks like it's your insurance, your company is paying the premium, it's a benefit, but it's not a real enjoyment. That company has to do it for you. It is basically company is trying to cover up its liability. That's why it is not treated as a benefit and not taxable. See, when I pay your life insurance premium, that's your personal matter. It's your life. Your life insurance is to secure your family. It's something personal I'm doing for you, that will be taxable. But accident insurance, it looks like a benefit, but actually it is to cover up my own liability. That's why it is exempt. Once or twice this point has come in past paper. Huh? See, actually my idea of this master problem was what whatever we discussed till now to cover up all points together in one sum, plus some left out points which we could not discuss in our regular theory. Those points are also covered. So this is one of those points. So keep in mind, accident insurance premium paid by employer fully exempt. It's better to write this point somewhere in your notes. Huh? You also mark a star like this, where in fact wherever you are doing mistake, mark it, so that there is less time on exam day. Do only those points. Then free education of his eldest daughter. Free means it's a perquisite. Education means the perquisite of education, which I discussed in Come Light. Okay. Now this is whose education? Do you remember the chart of education? For employee, for children and other family members. This is for children. And for children it's exempt up to 1,000 per month per child. Okay. Provided employer's own school or tie-up. So here it is what? Yes. College owned by employer. So it is employer's own college. Then it will be exempt. And it is for children also. See, daughter. So how much? 1000 per month per child. But first in the inner column write the amount given in the question. So 1600 per month into 12 and into one child. This is just for one child only. See, eldest daughter means single daughter only, eldest. Okay. So 1600 into 12 into 1 less exam, 1000 into 12 into 1. So that comes to how much? See this. This comes to 19,200 in the inner column, less 12,000 outer column, 7,200. Getting? Then mobile bills reimbursed by employer. Even this is fully exempt. This I had explained at the end of the chapter. Mobile bills paid by employer. Even this is fully exempt. Then gas bills paid by employer. This is taxable. This was not discussed in Come Light. Then free medical treatment of his wife in Singapore. Cost of treatment 1,20,000. Foreign exchange permitted RBI 90,000. Whenever medical treatment, check the patient first. Is the patient eligible? Yes, wife eligible. So go into the chart. And now in the chart, in India or outside India? Outside India. And there are 3 points: benefit of treatment, benefit of stay, benefit of travel. So this is benefit of treatment, exempt to the extent permitted by RBI. So inner column 1,20,000 less exempt 90,000. Free service of watchman. This is again a perquisite, but this I haven't discussed in Come Light. So fully taxable. Helper allowance. This is allowance. TC Hut, TC Udhar. So this is there in TC Udhar. H, helper allowance. Exempt to the extent spent. Spent amount not given. Assume fully spent. One day I had given note for this, remember? If spent amount is not given for TC Udhar, assume fully spent. So you can directly put dash also, or if you want you can write it in the inner column. Like this, see. In the inner column you can write and then minus the whole amount. And what is the section for this? Exam under section 10(14). Arrears of salary taxable. What about bonus declared? Declared means it's not received, no? So not taxable. So you can put dash in bracket, you can write not taxable because not received. Advance salary taxable. Free training of employee in France. This is education. Training is kind of an education. And if education is meant for employee, fully exempt. So this will be dash. Leave encashment during the service, that's why exempt. Then medical bills reimbursed by employer for the treatment of his daughter. In medical you have to check the patient first. Who should be the patient? Employee, spouse, children, dependent parents, brother, sister. So your daughter means children, so allowed. So go into the chart. And in the chart it is in India or outside India? In India. And then is it C grade or others? Others, fully taxable. Other hospital, fully taxable. So outer column entire 20,000 will come. Then pension from ex-employer, fully taxable. This is uncommuted pension because it is given per month, fully taxable, 9,000 into 12. Now tell me, advance taken from employer. This is a loan. See, if they write advance salary, look, then it is a salary which you have taken in advance. And salary is your income. It will be taxed. But if they just write the word advance without the word salary, that means it's a loan. And loan is a liability which you have to repay. It's not an income. And we are preparing the statement of income. So this will not be included in the statement. If you want, you write, but put a dash. In bracket you have to write, it is not an income, it is a liability. See, many students, they are not careful. They don't see the word salary. See, after the word advance, there is salary. Then it is not a liability. It is your income only taken in advance. But if they just write the word advance, then it's a loan. Yes, in loan we always check, are you getting interest benefit? But for that, they should provide us information about the rate of interest. Huh? So if they would have provided the information about rate of interest, then I would have thought on those lines. Interest benefit, for loan up to 20,000, no tax, about 20,000 taxable, but that interest information not given only. So this is simply a loan, and loan is a liability on which we never pay the tax, so it will be dash. See how I have written here? See this, advance from employer. In bracket what I have written? Not an income liability. Amount column dash. So mark this point as important. Ex gratia. Ex gratia means something given out of happiness. So maybe employee is doing nice work in the office. So boss felt happy. So he gave something out of his own wish. See, ex gratia means out of your own wish, boss has given you something. It's kind of a bonus. And just like bonus is taxable on receipt basis, even this is taxable on receipt basis. And nothing is given, it's received. So whenever they give ex gratia, you treat it like a bonus only. Like boss out of his own wish gives something extra amount. Kind of a bonus. And it will be fully taxable. Mark these points important because these are not seen regularly in the questions. Then see, next point is again very important. Read. Housing loan, 4.5% per annum provided by employer. Amount outstanding as on 1st April 2024 is 15 lakhs. So this is the loan which is outstanding at the beginning of the year. Then 50,000 is paid by the employee every quarter towards principal starting from June 24. See, every quarter means what? Every 3 months. Quarter means period of 3 months. So after every 3 months there is a repayment. So our year starts from April. So first 3 months will end on April, May, June. So first repayment will be done in June. That's what they've written. See, starting from June. And why June? Because first 3 months end on June. Our year commences on April. So April, May, June. So June is the first 3 months. And every 3 months you are repaying. How do I know every 3 months? Quarter means 3 months. So first repayment will be in June. Then next will be July, August, September. Then October, November, December. Then Jan, Feb, March. This way repayment will be done. And every time the repayment is of 50,000. And the lending rate of State Bank of India is 8%. See, the rate of State Bank of India is treated as a proper market rate. But imagine, instead of 8%, you have to just pay 4.5%. This is a benefit. In the market, the rate charged by State Bank of India is 8%, but your boss is charging only 4.5. So there is a benefit. But you know, in this question, what was typical? There is repayment. If there was no repayment during the year, the calculation was very simple. And I have already told the calculation. How do we do? Loan amount into SBI rate minus actual rate. Then we could have done it directly. See, loan amount is what? 15 lakhs into SBI rate 8% minus actual rate 4.5%. I would have done like this only if there was no repayment. But in this question there is repayment, so calculation becomes very interesting. See, it is interesting but simple, don't worry. Look, I will show you the solution directly. Whenever there is a repayment, you will calculate interest benefit month-wise. For each month, you will calculate interest benefit. Interest benefit formula you know not. Loan amount multiply by SBI rate minus actual rate. Formula is same, but you will calculate month-wise. See how? Look. Can you look? See here. Month-wise calculation is done. And you know why month-wise? Because the loan amount is not remaining same. It's changing because of repayment. Okay. So tell me, in the month of April, what was the loan amount? 15 lakhs. That was given in the question. Then again it was 15 lakhs. Then in June we made the repayment. See, in June, when did we do the repayment? Wait. Is it at the beginning of the June, middle of the June, when? It's not relevant because in the law, you know what they have written? Read. Last date of the month. We have to see the balance on the last day of the month. So whether repayment was done in the middle of the June or beginning of the June, we have to see last day of the June. So last day of the June, the loan amount reduced because in June we have repaid. So I don't know whether it is 1st of June or mid of June, but let it be. What law says, we will see the balance on the last day. See this thing which I have written, it is written in the law, read this. Balance as on last date of the month. So on the last date, after repayment, loan becomes 14 lakhs 50,000. Can you see the change? And this way, now it will be 14, 15, 14, 15, 14, 15. Then next repayment is in September. How do I know? Every quarter, every 3 months. So now after repayment in September, my loan will become 14 lakhs. This is understood or not? Then it will remain 14 lakhs, 14 lakhs. Then third repayment will come in December. It will become 13 lakh 50,000. Then 1350, 1350. Last repayment is in March 25. It will become 13 lakhs. See, once this table is made, now it is very simple. Tell me, how do you calculate interest benefit? Loan amount into SBI rate minus actual rate. Same thing you will do. But since you are doing month-wise, into 1 by 12. 1 month interest, how do you calculate? Into 1 by 12. Calculate and check. Try for April. In April, the loan was 15 lakhs. See, the benefit is 3.5%. Can you see this? SBI rate 8%, actual rate 4.5%. Difference is 3.5%. So 15 lakhs multiplied by 3.5% into 1 by 12. We are calculating benefit of 1 month. See, actual statement is of 1 year, but I have to calculate in April what was my happiness. So in April my liability was 15 lakhs. Boss is charging only 4.5 instead of 8. So I am getting a benefit of 3.5 and just measure for April. See, rate of interest is per annum. So if you want to make it per month, so into 1 by 12. So 15 lakhs into 3.5% multiplied by 1 upon 12. So that comes to how much? 4375. So 4375 is the benefit only for April. So this way month-wise you have to do. See, in general questions what happens, you know, there is no repayment. So there is no need to do month-wise, month-wise, month-wise. You can directly do per annum. But since there is a repayment, the loan amount is changing, it is better to do month-wise. Only thing is your working will increase. The method remains same. Loan amount into SBI rate minus actual rate. But everything you will do into 1 by 12, 1 by 12, 1 by 12. So see, these are the several figures you are getting. See, somewhere I have written in decimals only, that's okay. Rounding of here and there, 1 rupee, that's okay. You don't have to worry about that. But basically the working should come like this. And now I will have to add all the amounts. Because in this statement, you write benefit of 1 month or 12 months. 12 months. So you will have to add up all the amounts. See, in some exams, they also asked like this. Every month there was a repayment. Starting from April only. So tell me in this question, every month there was repayment, monthly repayment, starting from April. So see, starting from April means what you know, 15 lakhs was the balance as on 1st April. And April repayment starts, so April only your loan will become 1450. Because we want to see repayment and then we have to see the balance on the last day. So if the question says repayment started from April only, so April if you repay, so we have to see at the end of the April, so it will become in the April only 1450. And then next month 14 lakhs, next month 13 lakh 50. This type of question is also expected, that monthly repayments are done. But it's okay, na? Whether it is monthly repayment, quarterly repayment, once you are ready with the table like this, then it is very simple. Once you get these amounts, then you have to calculate the interest benefit month-wise into 1 by 12, 1 by 12, 1 by 12 like that. So this was the new point in the question. Okay. So make a rule. If there is repayment in the question, you will do month-wise. If there is no repayment, then do as usual. Till now how we have been doing, do like that only if there is no repayment. So answer is what? 49,291. This solution I will share in the app, don't worry. You can rectify and make the correction accordingly. See this. Interest benefit 49,291. Getting? Last thing remaining is house valuation. Everything is over. Now what is remaining? Valuation of house. Now see, for valuation house, what did I explain? Don't go as per the sum, go as per my system. So please recall the chart. Government employee, other employees. Government employee, is he government employee? No. Then other employee. And in other employee, we have to see own house or rented house. How to make out own house or rented house? If rent paid by employer is given, it's a rented house. So just check for that only. Check, is rent paid by employer given? If you are not able to find, I will show you. See here, rent paid by employer. It's given. And once they clearly mention rent paid by employer, means boss has to pay rent, then it's a rented house. If this was not given, then own house. And in own house, depending upon population you go. But in rented house, we don't see the population. So here they have given population information for confusion. Because in rented house, it is always 10% of salary. And rent paid by employer, whichever is less. Okay. So population information was useless. Huh? So tell me first what you will do. First you have to calculate bada bakkam. Then 10% of that. Compare with rent paid by employer, whichever is less. And then value of furniture. And in furniture, what you will take? Depreciation or higher charges? Higher charges, because it is owned furniture or hired furniture. So we have to see higher charges paid by employer, which was given here. Okay. And then less rent charged. So we are not charging because of the word free. Once they are saying free, means it is free for the employee. Means company is not charging. So that last thing, rent charge, will not come. So tell me first I will have to calculate what? Bada bakkam. So see, I will show you the solution only. Look. See the presentation, presentation matters. See in bada bakkam, what is the first item? Basic salary, that was 3,14,400. Then DA in terms, it was in terms only, 72,000. Then other taxable allowances. So in the whole question, you have to search allowances. And you know, how should you search these items? Not from the question, from the answer. See, there are two ways. If you try to search in the question like this, see, it will be little difficult for you. Best is search in the answer like this, see here. In the answer you have to search allowance, 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 allowance. In the whole answer you have to check. And whichever allowance you find, you take it. And you have to take the amount of outer column. Huh? Because in Bada Bakkam it is other taxable allowances. So you will take the figure from outer column. So like see, this is telephone allowance, okay, entertainment allowance. So all these allowances you have to take. So which I will directly show here. These were the allowances in the question. Telephone, entertainment, children hostel, commutation and tribal area allowance, okay. These are other taxable allowance. Then in Bada Bakkam next is what? Bonus. Bonus was there, but it was declared. It should be taken if received. Commission was not there. Okay. Now tell me other monetary income, how to find out? You should strike off all perquisite item and then take the remaining item. So I will do like that only. See, I will strike off all perquisite items. Look, ignoring perquisite, I will take other things, okay? So see, check one by one. Basic we have taken, DA we have taken, free lunch is perquisite, strike off. I don't want this. What about provident fund contribution? You are not allowed to take, because in 4 important points of Bada Bakkam I told you, provident fund interest, provident fund contribution should not be taken. So see, this I will not take. I am searching what to take in monetary income. Telephone allowance I have already taken. Ignore it. Then interest benefit is a perquisite, excluding perquisite. Entertainment allowance, hostel allowance is already taken. Then free use of car, free club facility, they are all perquisites. Perquisites are not allowed. Okay. And then free refreshment, again perquisite. Perquisites cannot be taken. Scholarship perquisite, medical perquisite, free laptop perquisite, sweat equity perquisite, credit card perquisite. So perquisites are not to be taken. I am searching for something other than perquisite. Then there was commutation allowance. Allowances we have taken in Bada Bakam A. Then tribal area allowance done. Gift is also perquisite. Leave travel perquisites. They are all perquisites only. Transfer of digital camera perquisite. Free electricity perquisite. And this paid by employer, paid by employer, paid by employer. Anything paid by employer given means perquisites. Free education perquisites. Mobile bills paid by employer perquisite. Gas bills paid by employer perquisite. Free medical treatment perquisite. Watchman perquisite. Helper allowance is allowance, but that we already taken. Helper allowance was taken dash, because other taxable allowance you do, taxable. Arrears of salary you are not allowed to take. No past, no future, only current year. Bonus not received cannot be taken. Advance salary pertains to future, not allowed. Free training is a perquisite. Leave encashment, yes. This we have not taken, and this is not even a perquisite. This is an additional salary given to employee for saving the leaves. This will be taken in other monetary income. Are you checking how I am checking this answer? Whatever items I am finding as perquisite, I am ignoring it. And other than perquisite, if I find something, I will take. So I have got leave salary, which is not a perquisite. This I can take. 28,000. One item we got. Medical bills reimbursed, it's a perquisite. Perquisites cannot be taken. Pension, this is not a perquisite, it's a pension. Although it is from some another employer, but we have to take all employers. So pension will come in other monetary income. Advance taken, it's a loan, it's not even an income. And we want other monetary income. Ex gratia, yes. This is not a perquisite. It's kind of a bonus. And anyways in Bada Bakam we take bonus. So you can write this in bonus also. You can write this in other monetary income also. So this will come. Then other items are perquisites. So in short we have got only three things in other monetary incomes. Pension, leave salary and ex gratia. So total of Bada Bakam is 684,600. 10% is 68,460. Compare with rent paid by employer, whichever is less, 68,460. Add value of furniture, less rent charged by employer, not given. So 90,060 is the value of house. 90060. 90060. This is the final answer. Then gross salary, standard deduction, profession tax was also given. Then final answer is 17,08,133. There is one more question, which is a special question on retirement benefits. Read. Mr. Sharma retired on 31st October 24. See, whenever the question is on retirement, you should draw a timeline like this. When did he retire? 31st October. So he worked only for 7 months. So everything you will take for 7 months. But pension comes after retirement. Okay. So tell me first salary. This is basic salary. 1 lakh into 7 months. 7 lakhs. Then dearness allowance. 50% forms part of salary. Means half is in terms. Half not in terms. So it's better to show in terms, not in terms, separate. See how I have shown the presentation. Check. Total DA is how much? 50,000 per month. So make it half of 25,000. See the presentation. In terms 25,000, not in terms 25,000. Both you will multiply by 7. So it will come to 175, 175. So this is DA in terms, not in terms. Then HRA, rent paid is not given, taxable. Even if you use the formula, you will be stuck up in the formula. In the formula, we want rent paid minus 10%. So rent paid not given, taxable. Then look here, look. Next point, mark important. See what is given. Profession tax paid by employer. Did you notice the word paid by employer? See what mistake students will do. Profession tax deduction. Profession tax paid by employer means what? You understand the meaning? It is my profession tax. It's my expense. My company is paying. Wow. It's a benefit. So include in the income from statement and then deduct also, because you get a deduction also for profession tax. So include, deduct. Up also, down also. Up also, down also. Why you have to include up? Because someone paying your profession tax, it's a benefit. Imagine my expense if you pay, I will be happy. So that happiness you have to show in the statement. So first include, then deduct. See, this is for the first time we came across such point, huh? But this type of point have been tested in past paper frequently. So what will you do? Include and then deduct. See, I will show you in the solution. First I have included here. Okay. 7 months only. Huh? And then later on I have also taken in the deduction. Include also, deduct also. Then what about employees' contribution to UPF? Employees' contribution we ignore. Do you know why do we ignore? Because it is deducted from basic salary. And basic salary we have already written, so it is included in basic. So ignore employees' contribution. What about employer's contribution? Fully exempt. You will put dash. See, UPF, while contributions are done, that time it's exempt. Tax is on lump sum amount. But this is contribution, contribution. So this will be exempt. Interest is credited. So while interest is credited, exempt. But when you receive lump sum, that time it will be taxable. So even this will be shown as exempt. Okay. Next point, again mark it important. Gratuity. Tell me, in gratuity, we have to check government employee, POGA employee, other employee. So government employee not given, POGA employee not given, so other employee. So that 1/2 formula, that's okay, but what do you mean by this? Exemption claimed earlier 11 lakhs. Earlier means, in past also he was doing some job. And in his past retirement, he might have received gratuity, which was exempt up to 11 lakhs in past. And you know what government says? The exemption limit of 20 lakhs is for your lifetime. One person in his whole life can get gratuity exemption of 20 lakhs throughout his life. So in your life you do jobs twice, thrice. So you might receive gratuity multiple times. But every time it's not 20 lakhs exempt. I'm talking about which 20 lakhs? That limit. In the formula there is a limit, maximum 20 lakhs. So that 20 lakhs is a limit for each retirement or for your whole life? For your whole life. See, if every retirement you will get 20 lakhs, so this way if you have done job in your life twice, thrice, you might have received gratuity twice, thrice. Every time it's not 20 lakhs exempt. So in our question what they are saying, in past when he retired, he had already claimed exemption of 11 lakhs. So his quota of 20 lakhs has reduced. From 20 lakhs, 11 lakhs you have to cancel. Now he will get only 9 lakhs exemption. Okay, if they would have said, in past he has already claimed exemption of 20 lakhs. So now fully taxable. Entire gratuity will become taxable. No need to even use the formula because exemption will be 0. But here there is a scope. From 20 lakhs, we have used only 11 lakhs in past. So we can still claim exemption of 9 lakhs. So in 1, 2, 3, whichever is less, that third amount will be 9 lakhs. This was important point. Write somewhere. See, this rule is also for leave salary. Huh? Even in leave salary, the 25 lakhs limit, that's for lifetime. Right? Exemption limit of 20 lakhs for gratuity and 25 lakhs for leave salary is the limit for lifetime. Now it's simple. Look here. See the working of gratuity. Can you see this? Here in the third amount I have taken 9 lakhs. First amount was simple, half into average salary. Here you take latest or average? Average. But see, average you don't have to prepare the working note because this salary is constant. And in constant salary, if you add the salary 10 times divided by 10, amount will be same. So directly you can pick up from here. See, basic 1 lakh, DA in terms 25,000 only. Yeah? Turnover commission is not there. So my average salary will be 1,25,000 per month. Multiply by half into number of years of service, ignoring the fraction. 17 years only. So it will be 1060 to 500. Actual amount received 14 lakhs and maximum limit was actually 20 lakhs, but deduct 11 lakhs claimed earlier, so 9 lakhs. And out of the 3, whichever is lower, 9 lakhs. So this is the answer. Amount received from UPF. See, UPF, you have to look here, you have to do like this, thak, 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 thak. 4 parts, you have to divide into 4 parts. Employees contribution, interest on that, employer's contribution, interest on that. This kind of sum we have solved earlier. So see, it is simple. Total amount received is 5 lakhs. This includes interest of 1,50,000. So 3,50,000 will become contribution. And both you have to do half of. Why half of? Employee and employer are contributing in the same ratio. Can you see 1200, 1200? You can put these two figures in bracket and show here 1:1. Right, all this will be useful for your later reference. Because employee and employer are contributing the same amount, it is 1:1. So tell me, what are the 4 parts? Out of 5 lakhs, 1,50,000 interest, that will be 75,000, 75,000. And balance 3,50,000, 1,75,000, 1,75,000. Getting this way? And you have to take which amount? Employer contribution and interest on that, which is 1,75,000 and 75,000. That comes to 2,50,000. You can follow a shortcut also. See, if you are getting 5 lakhs, half of the amount is thanks to your boss only. And in this statement of salary, we have to write that which is thanks to your boss. And you can directly also work out of 5 lakhs, 2,50,000 is thanks to my boss. So 2,50,000. So see your lump sum amount received from UPF 2,50,000. Then pension was again important. Read. Pension was 2,000 per month, out of which means out of which amount? Out of 2,000 only. He commuted 40% on 1st Jan 2025 and received 1,50,000. So see, what does this mean? Look here. Look. Does it mean like this? Your pension was 2,000 per month, out of which 40% is commuted. So 40% comes to how much? 800 per month. And why did I cancel it? Commuted means your monthly figure gets cancelled, in place you get lump sum. And you will get lump sum of 1,50,000. And balance 60% is uncommuted. Uncommuted means unchanged. It is per month, it will remain per month. Okay. But you know what was the important thing to be noted? Look, when did he commute his pension? 1st of Jan. You know, pension starts after retirement. Look, when did he retire? He retired in October. But when did he express his wish that I want some amount in lump sum? That wish he expressed in 1st of Jan. That means till Jan, he was taking full pension month to month, month to month, month to month. What was his original pension? 2,000 per month. So actually practically it happens. Imagine you retired. So after retirement, you didn't tell anything to your boss. So your boss started giving you monthly pension. He started giving you 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, and then suddenly you go to the boss. Wait, don't give me 2,000. Give me some amount in lump sum. That you told your boss on 1st of Jan. But before that, there were some months after October, so that you got full 2,000. See, best way is to understand month-wise. See here. See, in this question, did you see this Jan was given? See this thing. Look at this 1st Jan. Can you see? So from 1st Jan, you commuted 40%. That means before that, it was fully uncommuted. So in November and December, you got 2,000 full. And this thing happened on 1st of Jan. So now from 1st of Jan onwards, it will become 1,200 per month. This was also one unique point in the question. You have to be careful. So tell me, what is this total pension? Uncommuted. 2,000, 2,000, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, how much? 7,600. So see, in this solution I have shown 7,600. And I have shown in detail months. November 2,000, December 2,000, Jan 1,200, Feb 1,200, March 1,200. And then what about commuted? 33.33% cross multiply. Why 33.33? He is receiving gratuity. So 33.3 cross multiply. So outer column 25,000 you will get. This you are getting or not? Wait, mark this also important. Leave salary 13,25,000 for accumulated leave of 540 days. Do you understand what is accumulated leave? Accumulated means, is this leave taken? This is leave saved. This much leave you accumulated means this is what you have saved. And we don't want leave saved. We want the leave taken. Because what is the formula of leave credit? Leave allowed minus taken. Leave allowed we can calculate as per government rule of 30 days. Minus leave taken we want. But this is not leave taken. This is a leave which he has accumulated. So how to find leave taken? Leaves allowed by the employer minus how much he has saved. So see, his employer is allowing how much? 45 days each year. And his service is how much? 17 years. So in all he is given 765 days leave he was allowed in his service. Apply common sense. 765 days leave he was allowed. And from that he has accumulated 540 he has saved. So how much he has used? 225 is the leave taken. His leave taken will be 225. This type of question we have already done once. This was not a new point. So see, in the solution I will show. Look at this. Leave taken is equal to leave allowed by the employer, that is 45 days into 17 years, minus accumulated by him 540. So balance will give us leave taken. Okay. And this leave taken I will apply in the formula of leave credit. And leave credit is leave allowed as per government rules of 30 days minus leave taken what we calculated. Difference will be 285 days leave credit. And divided by 30, you have to convert into months. It comes to 9.5 months. You have to keep it in decimals only. All this I have explained. So leave credit will become 9.5 months. So check here. And what is the average salary? Basic, DA in terms, turnover commission. And here we don't have to find out the average. See, average working you should do when his salary is changing, but his salary is constant. Basic constant 1 lakh and DA in terms 25,000. So this comes to 11 lakhs 87,500. Then 10 months into average salary 12 lakh 50,000. Actual amount received and 25 lakhs, whichever is less, 1187,500. Getting this? Then voluntary retirement compensation. Here there is a straight formula. So first I will write it in the inner column. Just keep in mind this remaining service is 8 years. First in the inner column 16 lakhs, then less exam under section 1010C. Latest salary you have to take. And here latest and average is same only. His basic is 1 lakh. DA in terms 25,000. So 1 lakh 25,000. Into 3 months into completed service. 17 years. And in the second amount, latest salary into 1 month into remaining service. Remaining service is 96 months. It is in months, 8 years is remaining. So in months it is 96 months. Then actual amount received and 5 lakhs whichever is less. So you get 5 lakhs. So outer column 11 lakhs. So answer should be 31 lakhs 18,100, the extreme final answer. I'll do one thing. This solution I will share in the app only. So that if you want, you can take the print also if you want. Because from my app, it's not possible to take print or download. So this I will share in the WhatsApp only. Okay. Now see, let me tell you, in study material, you may find some point here and there which is not discussed. But that's okay. What is necessary and what is important from exam point of view, we have covered everything. You solve any past paper, you will be able to manage based on this knowledge, okay? So this completes the topic of salary.